Alright everybody, this week's assignment was a lot more difficult, but with the professor's help I was able to kind of track down the gist of what we were supposed to be doing. So inside the first part we were supposed to add in a time date, and so when adding the PHP I was able to get the code, and as you can see these numbered letter combinations do equal out to a date. Obviously without this PHP running then I'm not going to be able to get that set up, but where this date and this message is going to go is if we go to my main page, over here in this upper right hand corner is going to have a date stamp on it every time somebody logs on, and the code that goes with that, let me just see if I've got it pulled up here. I believe I do. Let's see if we can get to let's see where here it is. There's our welcome HTML. Pretty basic. You got to be real careful when you're putting in any code. It's just like any other code. One slight step of an equal sign or an exclamation point or a semicolon at the end throws out the whole code. So I learned that after a few hours, and professor being able to point that out to me. So there's the welcome. This is, let's see what we got here. This is the code for the welcome page for index 2, and this is what I'll be referencing when I'm trying to attach those. Still haven't figured out how I'm going to attach or what line I need to attach it to. Hopefully it's going to be somewhere up in here. Then let's see what else we had. The contact us or the feedback form. Here's the feedback form, and here is, let's see if it comes up properly here. This is the feedback form code that is written, and I changed it over inside of here, feedback form. Here's the code that is written, and then I believe it was inside of line 12 and 13. We're going to form ID contact there. Let's see if we switched it here. Nope. Go back to that one. Oh, let me switch over to contact us. Maybe if this computer catches up, do apologize. So this is the third page, and this is where part E or part D of our assignment was asking us to add in some calculations, and with the calculations I came up with this code right here where we're adding the first and the second. We've done this in the past in some of our other classes where we're adding, but this is going to be the code that we're going to add into this page. This page's code is right, and then I'm sure that we're going to have to add it in to where it will add in all this. Hopefully it's all going to tie together. Some of the stuff that we've been doing has been real amazing and real trivial and real challenging, but hopefully at the end of it we're going to have a pretty clean page, because I would really love to see when we get to this menu where I'm able to do pretty much like what Josh was doing when we click on mission or vision or team. That's going to take us into another page. Or when I'm on t-shirts, so it's going to take me to a small, and then it's going to take me to an order form. It's going to tell me the price for that, and then it's going to ask you the quantity. And then if you wanted a journal, it's going to be the same thing, and then you're going to be able to add all those up on a different page. Or if you needed to contact, then that would be all right there. I know we're just kind of skimming through some of this, and we're trying to condense it down into 10 weeks. I get the block classes, but in hindsight, if maybe it should be broken down into 2, and there should be a real baseline set, so that way we can get a firm foundation. Because when you're skimming across a foundation, if you were to build a foundation of a house and you were only to put one nail in each of the boards, the house is not going to stand. Are you going to have a framework of a house? Yes, but to actually have a sturdy foundation of a house, then the foundation needs to be set where everybody's understanding the concepts on a cement basis. I know we're skimming through it, and I get it. We're getting towards the end. We're trying to get to the degrees, and we all want to get exposure to this. And you're really going to have to deep dive in if you're going to be a web designer, or if you're going to be a computer programmer. My goal is to be more on the networking side, so I'm really looking forward to some of these next classes that we have coming up with Cisco. I hope I've covered everything. Really enjoyed trying to come up with some of this. Maybe next week, once the VDI is all complete, we can get a little bit more in depth with how it's supposed to look. Thank you.